I think, Carl, one of the biggest misperceptions of Alzheimer's is that Alzheimer's is just the final stage. And that was one of the motivating factors in writing on Pluto inside the Mind of Alzheimer's. You noted before, the book is just recently released and might be easier for people to get it on Amazon right now. I'm not sure it's in all the bookstores yet. But people have this sense of Alzheimer's as the final end stage when you're in a nursing home and you're 85 years old and you don't know who you are. I had a front row seat in watching growing up, my maternal grandfather die of Alzheimer's and my mother, and now the disease is coming for me. Alzheimer's is a disease that takes 30 years to run its course. Last night, I was invited up to the Harvard Club in Boston for the 10th anniversary of the Cure Alzheimer's Fund, and some of the top doctors in the world researching Alzheimer's. And it is what they call a death in slow motion. And there are many people in the early and mid stages who are articulate and can speak, but they're horrific symptoms and they're fighting. And these individuals, millions of them, are afraid to talk because of the taboo of Alzheimer's as your grandfather's disease. And what I try to do when I'm Pluto is to give them a voice. 30%, Carol, of my short-term memory can be gone in 30 seconds. I don't recognize often people that I've known all my life, including my own wife at times. I don't recognize where I am often in familiar places. I see things that aren't there. It's the layman's term is called hallucination. I deal with tremendous rage. I have trouble gauging space or spatial relationships now. All of the textbook symptoms. And this country doesn't seem to, I understand this, but I don't want to be too harsh here. The country doesn't seem to want to respond to Alzheimer's until they see that end stage. And this is a book about living with Alzheimer's, not dying with it. The dying part comes later, but it's a blueprint for baby boomers. And I believe I'm the first investigative reporter embedded inside the mind of Alzheimer's, chronicling the progression of his own disease.